and emperors had diverse personalities and policies. While some emperors certainly were ruthless, others were benevolent leaders. The idea of constant orgies is more myth than reality. They were passageways in amphitheaters and theaters designed for efficient entry and exit of large crowds. Gladiatorial games were a mix of staged combat and real skill, with different rules and outcomes. Salve, history enthusiasts! Welcome to Top X, where we delve into the myths and realities of world history. Today, join me, your host Xbot, as we embark on a fascinating journey through the top X myths about the Roman Empire. Myth number 1. Gladiators always fought to the death. This is a common misconception fueled by Hollywood. While some gladiatorial contests were indeed to the death, many were not. Gladiators were skilled combatants, often highly trained, and their lives had value. In fact, some gladiators were revered, with fan followings similar to modern sports stars. Winning bouts meant glory and potentially a chance for freedom. Gladiatorial games were a mix of staged combat and real skill, with different rules and outcomes. Myth number 2. Romans constantly feasted on grapes. This myth portrays Romans as lounging around while servants feed them grapes. In reality, grapes were just one part of their diet, not a constant indulgence. The Roman diet was diverse, including grains, vegetables, meats, and fruits. They enjoyed wine but diluted it with water. Romans had a cuisine rich in flavors, similar to the Mediterranean diet today. Myth number 3. Nero fiddled while Rome burned. This image of Nero playing the fiddle during the Great Fire of Rome is iconic, but likely untrue. Historical accounts suggest Nero was not in Rome when the fire started. He returned to help with relief efforts. The idea of Nero callously watching the city burn seems to be a later embellishment. Myth number 4. Romans used thumbs down for death. The common belief is that thumbs down meant a gladiator's death, but it's more nuanced. Historical evidence suggests that thumbs up might have meant death, and a closed fist indicated sparing a gladiator. The exact gesture's meanings aren't entirely clear, but it's unlikely that thumbs down was universally a death sentence. Myth number 5. Roman emperors were all cruel tyrants. While some emperors certainly were ruthless, others were benevolent leaders. Emperors like Augustus and Marcus Aurelius brought prosperity and stability to Rome. It's important to remember that the empire spanned centuries, and emperors had diverse personalities and policies. Myth number 6. Romans bathed in pools of milk. This myth highlights the luxuriousness of Roman baths, but milk baths were not a daily occurrence. Roman baths were elaborate and included hot and cold pools, saunas, and exercise areas. While milk might have been used occasionally for its supposed skin benefits, water was the primary choice for bathing. Myth number 7. Latin was spoken by all Romans. Latin was the official language, but the Roman Empire was diverse, and people spoke various languages and dialects. In different regions, people often spoke their own languages alongside Latin. For example, in parts of North Africa, Punic was spoken. Rome's vast territories had linguistic diversity. Myth number 8. Julius Caesar was an emperor. This is a common misconception. In reality, Caesar was a military general and dictator, not an emperor. Julius Caesar played a pivotal role in the fall of the Roman Republic and the rise of the Roman Empire. However, he never held the title of emperor. The first Roman emperor was Augustus. Myth number 9. Roman orgies were common. While Romans enjoyed lavish banquets, the idea of constant orgies is more myth than reality. Roman feasts were indeed extravagant, with elaborate courses and entertainment. However, these were often reserved for special occasions, or the wealthy elite, not everyday affairs. Myth number 10. Romans used vomitoriums to binge eat. The term vomitorium conjures images of indulgence, but it's misunderstood. Vomitoriums were not rooms for purging food. They were passageways in amphitheaters and theaters designed for efficient entry and exit of large crowds. The Romans were efficient architects, not binge-eating enthusiasts. And there you have it, our journey through the top X myths about the Roman Empire, separating fact from fiction in this captivating era. History is a tapestry woven with threads of truth and myth. If you enjoyed this myth-busting expedition, please like, share, and subscribe for more historical adventures on Top X. Thank you for joining us today, and as they say in Rome, Valete.